is special about this first edition of The Man Born to Be King. This is exactly how the book looked when she sent a copy to C.S. Lewis.
Oh, yes.
And he loved this book, this series of radio plays about Jesus, so much that he read it for his devotions over the Easter week every year until he died. I mean, that is amazing, especially in light of all these Christians who wanted to take it off the air, primarily because she didn't use King James English.
That's right. She did it in her own colloquial English, but that was partly because she wanted people to know that Jesus was a real human being.
Yes.
And his disciples were real human beings who were experiencing Jesus in a real way. She doesn't just sort of adapt the Bible in her own thoughts, but she uses all kinds of sources. She uses biblical commentaries. She uses other biblical gospel adaptations of the life of Christ that were available at the time. And she uses she uses the King James as a reference. She uses the revised edition, which is the revised version, which was also available at the time, but also her Greek New Testament. And so she was using all of these sources to really create not only good drama, but also a theologically sound, biblically sound account of the life of Christ.
Some of these episodes that you mentioned, that one of the best ones, this soliloquy by Mary, the mother of Jesus, about the truth of God and the fact of her womb coming together to make reality. And you told us that had been edited out or abridged in some earlier editions.
Yeah, in the audio versions. I mean, often they kind of trim things, but one of the great things about Sayers' published edition, which of course is also found in our annotated edition, Sayers was able to put back in the printed edition, anything that was cut that she loved. And she was, we don't really know why that particularly wonderful speech was cut, but perhaps for length, maybe they thought it was kind of too deep for the average listener, but it's a wonderful speech. And so I'm so glad that it actually made it into the printed edition, because it's really rich. I think it's sort of like the middle section of the Nicene Creed in everyday English.
Right.
In those using of the fact and the truth to express Jesus' humanity and his divinity.
If you write us at the Wade, so wade@wheaton.edu, and mention seeing this, we'll give you a 20% discount on edited versions signed by Katie. And I should mention that Katie did her doctoral dissertation at St. Andrews in Scotland on this collection of plays. So she certainly is the world specialist. And that's why we are so privileged to have her do the Wade annotated version.